welcome to Blaze Tornado Entertainment and Gaming. Now, I bet you're wondering why I changed it to Entertainment and Gaming. That's because I'm trying to go out there and do different things other than gaming. It doesn't seem to be working to be just a gaming channel. And if I sound a bit weird or keep cutting in and out, it's because I'm taking a drink of water, because this is my 5th time now making this video, because I keep messing up on the last ones. I was immature and I was selfish with the first few. Now that I've calmed down, I'm giving an honest review about Destiny 2, its ups, its downs, and its overall honesty. Now, if you're looking to buy Destiny 2 as a game, my first thought would be learn the game a little bit. Like, this is for those people who want to actually learn the game, not just hear the reasons why it still sucks. Now, I know there's a lot of flack for several things, like how it's unfair that people have to purchase the DLC, the new Warmind DLC, to become level 30. It shouldn't happen that way. We shouldn't have to inhibit our process to get to the next level just for buying a DLC. And I guess I can actually agree with that. You shouldn't have to pay a DLC, pretty much a fee, to become the highest level. You really shouldn't. But sometimes, especially for A-grade games like this, you kind of have to, for them to keep making better content, so the content doesn't furtherly go downhill and completely crash the system. Now, some people have said and told me that that's exactly what has happened. The game is already done for. It should just stop while it's ahead. That's not true. I'll get into another video why those people are wrong. Or maybe you'll still think I'm stupid for not believing them. It's all entirely your opinion, and I can respect that now. You know, maybe I'll actually post my first, 5 attempts at this, and you can probably laugh your ass off about how unprofessional I was about it back then. Now, what is my personal likes about the game? Well, first of all, it's the first game of the new generation that I could get into. When I first saw Destiny 1's reveal, I was unsure, but when I started playing, I was hooked. And now I can understand that people, for a story plot-wise, may have thought the first Destiny story was bad. Crota was good. I think the House of Wolves was terrible, personally. You come down to when you come down to personally thinking about it, it pretty much equated to the Queen being pissed off that the Nine sent Xur to the Reef, so she let go of her most heinous prisoner, thinking it would get back at the Nine. Yes, that's the definition of a really stupid and fucked up story. I'll admit that. Where at least the first DLC for Destiny 1 was at least watchable, and if you're not taking it seriously, if you're not pointing out all its flaws and just enjoying it as a good story, then hey, it's an actual good story. As for the whole gameplay of Destiny 2, it's been a iffy battle. Like, when it first came out, I was happy it came out. Gall's story was, again, good, but flawed. But I overall enjoyed it. I'd say I gave it a 7 out of 10 for the storyline. Okay, not even a 7 out of 10. Probably a good 5 out of 10. I'd say a 5 out of 10 because I beat it within, the first day I purchased the game. The storyline, not the entire game, just the story.
Maybe a new look.
And that'd be my second complaint about this game, is the story is lackluster. You can probably beat it within a few days. So if you're coming at this game through, intense story, then you'll be widely disappointed as any other game that would have a less story-based driven game. There's a few out there that just don't have a good story, and people don't like those games as well. That guy stole my dude. Anyway. Another thing that I have been addressed online quite vividly, addressed online why this game's bad, is that the community is dead, that if you go to the tower, you'll find 2 or 3 people. I think this video alone proves that that's wrong. There are several people here. Let's look at that really quickly. So if you're going to ask someone and they tell you not to purchase this game because no one else plays it anymore, it's a dead community, here's your proof to the fact that it's not a dead community. Matter of fact, it's quite lively. There's a lot of people who've recently played the game as well. It is in no way, shape, or form dead. At least not yet. I've been told give it a few months, it'll be dead then. So why don't I try that? In about a few months, let's give it till August, before the new DLC drops, because I guarantee you September's a new DLC for the game. I guarantee you by then, it'll still look like this. Maybe a few less people, but it won't be like that one guy running back and forth and leaving the game again. Let's get into the reasons why I do like this game for the most part, and that is the new way they're doing vendors. Well, we'll get to the one flack, but let's get to the good stuff for a little bit here first. Let's give it some positiveness. Positivity goes very far, people.
We're just settling it.
Now, when this first came out, you didn't have any of this. You had this when it first came out. That's all you were able to earn, and that did piss me off, as I'm trying to talk about positivity. They turned vendors into nothing less than things to turn in to get a random reward, which, even the stuff they're showing here, you have a 50-50 on getting and not getting. You might get this gun for like 3 times in a row, and I'll admit that, along with the rest of the haters, that was a bunch of bullshit. It really was. But now look at how they changed it. I will give you the physical definition of how they changed it from the first time it came out to right now. First of all, here's all the grimoire that was supposed to be taken away. You can actually view everything here that you could on the Destiny app. But there's all my kills and deaths and my lifetime of shame, pretty much. Like my shame on the Crucible. I'm not very good at it, but I do love playing the game. Fuck. Sorry, I keep taking pauses. My throat's going more and more terrible the more and more I try doing this. Again, I'm not normally doing this, so please be nice to me, please. But you can now earn things with overall progress. These are not purchased unless you have the DLC, which they are purchased at that point. Again, that's all in your favor. That's all how you want to do things. If you just want to play vanilla Destiny, then you know what? That's just fine with me. But for me, if you have the War Mind, you do not need to purchase any more money to earn any of this. It is all through here and overall progression of the game, and I like that. That's what I missed about Destiny 1.
Stop by when you...
Who remembers the Thorn mission, how ungodly hard that could be at times? At least for me and my friends. This is what I'm currently working. This is what's bringing me back to the game, is trying to earn this. This is like my pride and honor right now. I can't wait to show this to my friends that I've gotten it. That's the kind of edge that this game needs again. It needs to show that people aren't just purchasing items to get the edge, or, you know, not getting anything at all. Something to show off that you've completely earned through in-game progression, not just purchased. And I can personally say that I do enjoy this a lot. Now, I've actually played more Destiny 2 in this last 2 weeks than I have in the last 2 months. I will admit that. And it's not just the Crucible. I've not really been exploring the worlds again, which I haven't done since day 1, really. I'm going the wrong way in the map. But, the Strike playlist got updated too, where you can earn things just like you can with Shacks. If PvP's not your thing, you've completed the storyline, you can do Strike missions and other things with other players through co-op campaign to earn all of this. You can earn all of this free of charge once you've purchased the DLC. Sorry, people. Again, having this ship would be like you're breaking rights to people playing the Strike playlist. Like before, all this stuff can be rewarded to you still randomly, but at least now you can purchase certain items for sure up front. That's the overall progression on the tower. Gameplay is a little bit more difficult. I tried covering it in my previous video, but you can't hear my voice, which is either a good or a bad thing, depending if you like my voice or not. Which I'm pretty sure I sound like 15, 16. Bitch, I'm 25. If you get that meme reference, that Vine reference, kudos for you. I would like to see a higher ratio of leveling up. That is one of the flags of the war mind, which I will agree with. For instance, this just... Okay, not that one. I bought that one through the in-game currency. But this was dropped to me today. Back when the Taken King came out, that would have been like 361, 362. It would have been enough to continue my leveling progression till around 70. Which after 75, it'll go back up to like 78 as rewards. They're not doing that. Pretty much the only way to continue my leveling up is through, let's see here, these up here. Now this used to come down to like all the way down there. You can do it through, I believe, Call to Arms, 3 strike playlists, Clan XP, along with several challenges. But the challenges really don't give you better gear, they just give you the same gear you'll get natural. Oh, I'm so sorry, naturally. I'm a burpy motherfucker today. I can do the Nightfall, but I'm just kind of not in the mood right now. Again, I'm not a big strike person. I could do Trials of the Nine and the Leviathan, but here's the flack for this. I'm not a very good person when it comes to being a team player. I prefer solo than team play. So these are my own personal choice not doing them. But that's my choice. If you have friends who play Destiny, then good. Like, look at these two. They can be may as well making out. But please don't hate me for that. Anyway. My overall review for Destiny 2 in total, not just vanilla, not just the first 2 expansions in general, would probably be a hard 6 out of 10. Even though I'm a complete fan of the game, that's kind of a low score for someone who's a complete fan, but I believe it can be worked on still and made better, as a personal fan of Destiny 2. Not that I hate the game, I'm still going to play it, and you'll still see videos of it on my channel, but I personally think that there should be a few more things to make it as good as D1 was, even though people are saying D1 was not any better. I still think it can make a few improvements, maybe a few more things here and there to make it much more better. Oh, I forgot one last thing. This right here. This I can't advise high enough. A lot of people on YouTube, a lot of people in general are trying to make this the reason why Destiny sucks. Because people are getting it wrong. They're saying that you need this stuff to continue the game further. You don't need this stuff. This is all completely optional. It's up to you if you want to purchase any of the Eververse content. If you are purchasing this content and then complaining about it, that is your own fault, not Destiny 2's. I'm saying that for this one right here. Hopes if I don't choke on my water. This right here has gotten a lot of people, and supposedly this one emote right there, if I can get it good circled, right there, is supposed to be the reason why the Warmind 2 DLC sucks in general, is because this costs around $10 to $15 to purchase, which is a bit outrageous for a cosmetic, but again, that's entirely... What the hell was that? That is entirely up to you. What the fuck is that? It's like a whining noise. I think that's a police officer? Sucks to be that person. Anyway, well, I feel really uncomfortable right now. Anyway, that's all is entirely up to you. If you don't want to pay for this, then that's fine. Don't pay for it. Don't go online and say why it should be free. Games still need to make purchases. I can go to several other games and show you the reason why they should be free as well. So people, don't give the whole Destiny a hate mark because of a one simple thing here. That is entirely up to your own choice. Everything else here, everything else here can be earned through pure game progression if you're willing to wait that long. For instance, if I don't, here's a classic example of what you can do if I didn't, or if I am doing this again, I'll just cut this part out. I am sorry, I'm tired now. Let's say I don't want... Okay, let's say this. Let's say I got this ship 5 times within the last, 5 times I've purchased and or earned my product. People are getting pissed about this, but look, if you don't want this, boom. And it gives you about that much back, so you can come back here and purchase something else. I didn't have to pay any real money for that. I didn't have to go to the game and grind for hours on end. I simply deleted something and bought something else with in-game currency. That was completely free. My wallet didn't even need to be touched to do that. So people, make your own decision. If you don't want to purchase anything here, then don't. But that's your own decision. Not the game's decision. That's your own decision.
Look, come see me again, guys.
With that, I still rate this game as a good solid 6.5 out of 10. 6 out of 10. Simply because I feel it can make more improvements on something that's already good. At least decent at best. I hope with more updates that they'll do this, and that they won't keep caving in to what people want, which at this point they can keep caving in, but nobody's going to be satisfied at this point. There's always going to be someone claiming that Destiny failed once again. There's always going to be someone saying that Destiny will never be good. That's just going to happen, regardless of who or what you are. That is, and again, I'll get to another video why people are doing this, why people are ranting on a game. And it's not even Destiny, there's a few other games out there that are getting the bite, the dust. And it's not really about gaming anymore, it's about views on YouTube, because these people are posting other things and they just want your reviews, pretty much. Again, I'll get into it in a different video. Anyway, this is BlazeTornado100 giving a full review on Destiny 2, an honest one, a one for you to make your own decision with, not, if you still don't like this game, then that's fine. That's your own opinion, and I respect your opinion for that. But I hope I can change a few people's minds, and they're not just seeing all this hate about Destiny 2. Anyway, please like and subscribe to my channel. This is Blaze Tornado Entertainment and Gaming. Peace, nigga!